Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, finally, December 8th. And today we will cover the trades for YieldMax, high income ETFs, TSLY, and Cony. And again, apologize for the lower voice than usual. I am hiding in my garage making this video before 5 a.m. in order to not wake up the family. If I could show you my setup here, you'd be laughing because I'm stuck in between a bike, a power wheel, and a stroller on a rock hard, freezing cold chair. But anyway, doesn't matter. However we get the content out, we do it, right? So as you can see on the screen, there were two transactions for TSLY yesterday, and to be honest, they make no sense to me. Looks like they bought a call for 280 and they sold it for 280. 1 penny difference. Don't know why. I mean, sometimes we see like they'll buy Tesla shares, 100 shares, maybe they got to sign one contract. But when I'm looking at this, it looks like someone hit a button on accident and then they fixed it. But in this example, they lost a penny per share, of course. So to be honest, I don't know. I'm not adding it to my spreadsheet because it's only a penny, but it's really weird. But maybe they're thinking 280, 280 strike. All right, let's get to the spreadsheet. All right, so here is TSLY. So yesterday, as you saw, no additions to the synthetic. But look at this. Tesla is above the strike of 240. Tesla is at 242.64. So we're getting, the synthetic is 240 and it's still not in a profit, again, because what we paid in the beginning. But as of today, if we closed it out, it would be worth 7 million. But no, I'm sorry, we lose 7 million net altogether with all transactions considered. But again, this expires January 19th, 2024. And with Santa Claus rally and all that fun, Christmas money, we expect to be, well above the strike. But even if we're not, they're going to roll it. So it doesn't matter. Kind of irrelevant at this point. Unless they roll it before the end of the year, then it's going to affect the income. Moving on. And by the way, I was on the stream last night with Kamar's channel and Max Convexity was on there. It was a really good time, even though I was exhausted and half asleep. But it's always fun talking to those guys. You should check out that video it's on Kamar's channel. But so if we look at the TSLY trades, I'm sorry, there were no trades. If we look at the TSLY price, it went down 3.91% and Tesla went up 1.37%. So why did Tesla go down and Tesla went up? Anyone? Sorry, took a sip of water. Give you a chance to answer the question. Obviously, it's because it was ex-dividend date. And when ex-dividend date comes, the price of the ETF will at least drop by the distribution payment that's being made, which is 60 cents. So it could have been worse. Obviously it went up, so we captured some of the upside at the same time. So the gains could have been much worse if Tesla went down. So overall, good day, because Tesla went up 1.37%. Outstanding shares, look at that, 70.2 million. This fund is becoming more and more popular. Just wait, man. It's just the beginning. Income, we are at 9.3 million. And again, the running total on the right is for everything, but this file, it now includes open trades that are prior, that have to be deducted. So if we take out and 70, 9.3, This captures N4 to N68. Just looking at the running total, because I'm pretty sure we started from scratch. If we go along, nothing looks funky, right? 10, 9 plus 10. Yeah, so I'll have to double check that, but profit loss, it should be, matching the running total, because we didn't have any transactions that rolled into that. But yeah, because look, this pulls N70, which is the total of profit loss, and then this is adding profit loss as you go. So what is it missing? That is the question. 9.3 million. Yeah, I'll have to catch it later. Usually I can catch it as I'm going, but call debits, not picking up any call debits. Are there any call debits? No. All right, guys, sorry, can't catch it live, but let's continue. Moving on to cash and treasuries. Good turnaround. They were in the negative. Now they're positive 3.1 million, probably because the more outstanding shares that were added to the fund, which brings in more cash. So it was an increase of $5.2 million yesterday. Using the 9.3 million distribution total, 13 cents per share, daily income 3 cents per share, and daily yield at 0.24%. I know the sweet spot is 0.25, at least on the Defiance funds, and I'm pretty sure it's the same on this fund. But let's check out the active. This is what we care about. It's Friday. We have contracts expiring. What do we need to happen? Well, essentially all of the contracts are sitting at 245. Tesla is at 242.64. So as of right now, we are good. So what do I hope for? I hope for 1% gain. That's it. 1% gain, then let's roll it. The 247.50, yes, that can capture some additional upside, but it's only 630 contracts worth. So to me, it's not worth the small downside you get in that small 250 range, whatever that percent comes to, which we'll look at the bottom. And then we have 320 contracts expiring into next week. Again, December 15th expiration, and that has a 250 strike, but that's only 3% out of the money. Let's hope they do, let's hope they go above that for next week's strike prices, but we'll see. Current IV staying above 40, so that's good, 44%. Again, based on prior 30 days. 30-day chart, nothing too exciting. And here, this is what I was talking about before. Like, look at the 630 possible games. Like, it doesn't even go out to the penny, so it's not worth it. So we want, we want the stock to go to 245, and that's it, which is a 0.97% gain. We'll just say 1%, and that could bring us 11 cents. My reaction on TSLY is I'm grinding my teeth, waiting to see what their roll looks like. I'm also grinding my teeth because if Tesla has a really good day, we could lose out on some potential upside. So, but we'll see what happens. Yesterday was green day. Today could be a red day or flat. Well, time will tell. All right, let's just look at the securities, just so you guys know. This is on the website. This is their daily holdings. Again, I copy information from this. I get the intraday trade information, and then I copy the value of the synthetic. I copy the cash and treasuries, and then I complete my spreadsheet. I just wanted to show you guys. It's getting busy. And then if I look at Cony, look at this. This is getting a little insane. If you just look at this in general, it's a little intimidating, to be honest, even for me. But let's talk about Cony. So if I go to my photos, this new phone is really confusing. Let me fix that. There we go. SPX, Tesla, Cony. Okay. Here's what happened on Cony. Basically, if you look at the top three, they added to the synthetic position 1,660 additional contracts, buy call, sell put. Third one down is they sold a call using those same amount of contracts. And they sold a call at 150, making 192 per share. And then they closed out the 2,000 contracts at the 150, and they rolled that into 150, 250 into next week. And that one's very interesting, but I'll talk about it in the spreadsheet. God, I don't like whatever setting they have on this phone is annoying. All right, so we'll get into that in a second. But if you look, I added the 1,660 contracts to the synthetic tab. So we have 10,295 contracts now. And, we paid, what did we pay? Well, the synthetics is at 140, which is pretty much near the money. So we essentially, it was almost a wash. We made a little more money than we paid. But long story short, we're still in a debit position if we closed out the current synthetic because coin price is below the 140 strike. Again, means nothing right now because this expires January 19th. But if coin goes up to like 150, they may roll it again. They love rolling their synthetic, but that's how they make their money. They're not making it on the calls until now. So let's look at the calls. So the 2,000, let me highlight the row. We had 2,000 contracts with a 150 strike. And this was opened December 6th. They made 138 per share. On December 7th, they closed it, and they closed it for 17 cents per share. Why did they do that? Well, it's simple. Look at the math. They got 138 per share. They paid 17 to close it. And the benefit of closing it sooner than later is they can use those same, contracts. One sec, please. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water. They can use those same contracts to sell more calls. Like, insane. Whoever is running this fund, I think I said it yesterday, deserves a raise. Awesome play. So let's look at how much they made. The profit was $242,000. They made that in one day, blink of an eye. Could be less than a day, depending on when the trades were actually done. But awesome job, awesome. I was so impressed with that move. Amazing, because you don't see that normally. At least I don't see it on TSLY. But TSLY's, it's a little harder to grasp. Coin is, just been doing crazy things. All right, so as of yesterday, Cony went down 9.11%, and the underlying coin went up 1.16%. So just like Tesla and TSLY, Cony went down because of ex-dividend date. And guess what? They pay a hefty dividend, which is almost around 10%, right? It's 100 and something percent yield divided by 12 is the monthly yield. And that's insane. But yeah, coin still went up, still had a green day. So if we look under the 12.7, I'll just put the 12.7 on the screen. They added 2 additional contracts. The 1660 was from the new synthetic position, so they used that right away. They sold a strike, 150. And guess what? Yes, it expires into next week, but it's 10% out of the money. And they can do this with it because they have such high IV. And they could still make a lot of money and capture the upside. This is one of the best YieldMax ETFs to own. Obviously, if Coinbase tanks as a company, not so much. But as of right now, crypto's on a bull run. And if you like crypto and you trust crypto, this is like an amazing fund. I did not buy Cony yesterday. I was kind of tempted to, but I stuck with my guns. I said, I'm not averaging up. That was not part of my goal in this process, so I'm not doing it. Whether, some may disagree with that. But I don't disagree with that when it comes to these funds. I think I'll get another opportunity later on. But moving on. So what did they get for the 1660? They got $318,000, and that 2,000 that they closed up here, yeah, they used it right away. because they're awesome. And guess what? They made a $1.48 per share. I mean, talk about utilizing, a specific amount of contracts. Like, they killed it. Awesome move. Can't brag enough about this. And look at the strike. It goes into next week, 150, 250. They went up even a little more, about 12% out of the money, and we got 296,000. As you know from prior videos, our running total is a debit because we lost money way up here. We got burnt on the 125, 9.3 million debit, destroyed. But we're coming along here. They're being smart about their plays. We may end up with a net credit. So this could be good. Cash and treasuries. I mean, look at this. Are you kidding me? Negative 9 million to positive 23 million. Treasury stayed about the same. Net change, $32 million increase. I mean, wow. And the reason for this is when I was updating the outstanding shares, what a jump. I don't even remember. I think we're in the $3 million range. We're in the $6 million range now. 6.1 million outstanding shares. And you know why? People saw that 100% plus yield and they went, I'm all in. But yeah, man, Cony's killing it. Cony is just putting everyone to shame. All right, let's move on. Cony active. All right, we have 3 contracts expiring today. 3,105 contracts. Sorry, one sec. 140 strike, 2.8% out of the money. That one's still hanging on by a thread. 1,660 contracts with a 150 strike, 10% out of the money. Awesome. 2,000 contracts, 150, 250. 11, I think I got the expiration date wrong on this one. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. If I go back to my calls, the only one with a 12/8 expiration is the 140. Everything else has a 12/15. Okay. So just the 140. My bad. So yeah, just the 140. Let me just double check one more time. Where is the 140's up here? Still open. 12/8, 3. Okay, 12/15. Yep. All right. So we only have the one contract expiring today. 140 strike. What do we want to happen? Coin to go to 140. I'm good with that. Other 3, again, we're so far out of the money. Look at that bottom one. 18. Let's just call it 18% out of the money. 160. Like, wow. 160. Is that right? 160? Yeah, 160. Amazing. Coin price, 136.19. 30-day IV, 75%. I mean, look at that IV. Wow. Crazy. 30-day chart. Cony keeping up with coin. Nearly identical. Possible gains, $2.49. I mean, this is like a dividend growth ETF now at this point. My reaction is still money. I don't know. I can't say enough good things about Cony. It's just working out. It's just really. And once Tesla goes on a bull run, guess what? Guess what happens, guys? The same thing could happen. So don't worry. I know people are down on TSLY, which I get it. I'm down, but this is what this is showing us is that it's possible. Okay, if anything, it doesn't mean you have to own Cony, right? If you're not a crypto person, then what's the point? But it just shows. The least it can show you is that it's possible with these funds. Okay. And it's showing me that I do own a little Cony, but not enough to be like, I won. But it's still, because I do believe in. By the way, I do believe in Coinbase. It's the monopoly of crypto. No one even comes close. Binance is the close second. I mean that app is garbage. They're always in trouble. The guy's getting sued every day. And then they got all these other ones that don't even, they're half-assing selling crypto. So Coinbase is really it. And as far as I know, the big funds who are getting into crypto are using it. So I don't think Coinbase is going anywhere. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything on this video is just for fun and entertainment. So I hope you do enjoy it. And by the way, if you do enjoy it, please click like, because I'm freezing in my garage. So at least click like for that, for the dedication, right? If you have any questions, leave in the comments. And if you want to be super nice for Happy Friday, share this video with your friends. Let them know about these funds. Just show them the 100% yield. You don't even have to show them the video. Just show them the screen print of the 100% yield. See what they say. And they'll say scam. I guarantee it. All right, I got to go. I got to start my day. Busy weekend, but I'll be back tomorrow with the end of week updates, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm out of here. We'll talk. I'll be in the Discord if you have any questions or like to talk further later.